Hello. Transitions.
Hello.
Always like the transitions. We're
Wait,
back. We're back.
and better than ever.
Better than ever for some Tearlaments.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Tier zero,
Tearlament.
baby.
Not just like any Tearlaments. Yeah, like the Ishizu. Was like November, December 2022 Tearlaments. Which, as you were
Wait.
saying, is like the exact opposite of like the video I just had about the Bandai game.
Yeah. Max complexity compared to pure simplicity.
Yeah. Well, it's sort of a false truth with the Bandai game. It's
Yeah, well, I was referring to the
simple,
Bandai game
but
when I
it's
said
hard.
max
Yeah,
complexity.
it's horribly unnecessarily convoluted because there really is no rules, which is kind of it's fun in its own right.
Oh, well, in the games we got here, I mean, this might also be, who
Yeah,
knows how strictly we'll follow the rules here.
yeah.
Because,
Took took one of the decks I just found online. So this is a mirror match, all the same decks. No idea how to play these. I was not playing competitive at this time. I knew like rumblings of the meta and stuff like that. So like obviously I knew about Tearlaments and Ishizu, especially when the Shizu stuff dropped in that whatever box it was, because like they're so easy to get. It's like what?
oh boy, this is,
Like every card is just a multi-effect paragraph, and it's funny that there is such a I'm about to sneeze.
yeah, it's very
Okay,
interesting.
a sneeze turned into
Uh,
a cough, and I don't have to sneeze
No, I hate when that happens. When you're expecting one bodily ejection, then another thing happens, and it's like,
all
oh,
all the time.
I was not prepared for that. Okay,
Ugh.
this is a. I'm starting to see some of the lines because I I have the fortune or misfortune to go first, and it's definitely been interesting here. I think I want to do is start out with a terraforming. If that's going to be okay.
Yeah, the only card that has like a single sentence in this entire deck.
Yeah.
So you look at the whole deck list, and everything is just huge, and then terraforming, simple. Yo,
Yeah.
Cosmo, what's up? Tier zero Pog.
Oh yeah.
Starting off with a tier
Fun,
zero card, terraforming.
fun fact: it was on top of my deck. So if we had the first turn draw here, I actually would have been able to do it. Uh oh boy. Oh
Yeah,
bibbity
none
boy.
of again. I agree. None of us have any ideas how these decks work. We did not plan anything beforehand. You're getting our like pure, unadulterated reactions of just trying to learn this in a like roughly 2 hour stream.
Yeah, and
Uh,
I think it's fun because it gets into like complexity of the game overall because back when we were younger and the game was in its earlier stages, you could pick up a deck and be like, okay, I know what this does, right? Like I get what these cards do overall, you know. But nowadays, like there's a lot of complicated lines that you have to know of. You have to know, like, okay, do I get Tearlaments Rhinoheart? Do I get Tearlaments Sheeran? Do I get Tearlaments Merly? Those are questions that I'm currently thinking of right now because I'm like, I don't know which one I do get, you know?
yeah, what does
Um,
Pearl Rhino get you?
it gets me any Tearlaments monster or a Vsauce Starfrost. I don't think this deck plays Vsauce Starfrost itself,
I
though,
don't
so
think so. I think it's like Ishizu, Tier Lament, Beast. I think there's Bestials in this deck.
yeah, there are definitely Bestials. Yeah, I see them here, but I think the one that I want to get, and I'm sure the commenters will scream at me not to get this one, but I'm gonna get Tearlaments Sheeran. Um, and I'm sure the commenters are screaming at me to get something else
Oh
there,
yeah,
but based on the outcome of my hand, I think it makes sense.
we're not gonna play anything optimally at
We
all.
are
So
not,
and
no.
anyone who's played like any of these decks is gonna be screaming at us. But that's okay. We're trying.
Yeah, exactly. And hopefully we'll be able to get something going here. So I feel like what I want to do here, I want to activate Tearlament's Scream.
Okay.
So this is if a monster normal special summoned and you control a Tearlament monster or a Visa Starfrost monster, I can send the top three cards of the deck to the graveyard. and also for the rest of the turn, you lose attack and stuff, but I don't think that matters as much. I think what does matter is that now I can.
You can mill through, or if you summon, then you can mill 3. Summon a
Yeah, I'm
Tearlaments.
not sure if this is if I normal summon a Tearlament monster. If I mill, then like will still get the effect if I only am summoning that monster in like an empty field, or do I need to already control it? I think I mean
Um,
I might already need to control it.
says,
Um,
and you can.
yeah, so that makes it a bit awkward here, but
I
and
guess
we'll see
depends
what
on
happens.
when like the resolution. Yeah, it probably would have
Yeah,
benefited to play this on like Ygo Pro or something, and not
I mean, listen, when you
Dueling
get into
Book.
the complexity of the game, right? If you're playing in person or on a manual simulator, you need to sort of know what's going on, right? And that's part of the complexity of the game, right? We're trying to struggle through the rulings just like as if we were playing this in paper. I think what
Like
I want to do here, uh,
Insta Fusion. Like it would be
yeah,
cool if excuse me, there's like something in my throat now. If like Dueling Book had some sort of like rulings tab or something.
and
I
we
know
could
that
look up the rulings for Tealman Scream, but I feel like it probably
Kit
you probably have to
Calibus.
control one beforehand. I assume.
Yeah, it sounds like that's the wording because otherwise it would be just be like
Yeah,
if
so I'm
you
gonna
like
use the
summon.
effect here.
Okay, you can add a Tearlaments deck graveyard to hand.
Yeah. Another thing about Dueling Book too is that sometimes it's tough to see. Okay, so I'm definitely not sending that one. I think I want to. I
Can't
might
wait.
not want to send that one either.
Can't wait for you to get to this in
Oh yeah, I'm
your
excited. I mean, by
channel.
that point, hopefully it will have been
You will
a bit
ease your
better.
way into that.
Yeah.
You'll pass the Thunder Dragons and War Rocks and Salmon Greats.
Yeah. Ooh, this is tricky because I don't have enough material to actually fusion summon yet. Because a lot of these, they require you to like fuse things together, right?
But you
So
have one on the field.
I do, but if I go into another kick close off of this, then it doesn't really do anything. So I think I actually want to add one to hand. I think the one I'm going to add to hand is that I'm going to add a Havness to hand.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to do. And then what I'll do is, yeah, I think ooh, this is tricky. But I think what I want to do here is I want to special summon Sheeran, if that's okay.
Uh, can I do? I think. I guess.
Yeah, if you got a hand trap here, then
I
you
don't
can do
think
something.
I do.
Ah, rip. Okay, well, so the reason why I do this is that when I do it, I have to special summon it, and then I send a tier 1 monster to my hand at the graveyard. So I'm going to send the Havness to the graveyard. Um, and also, I get to use the Tearlaments Scream here as well. So
As like
I
a
get to use the
chain.
Tearlaments Scream to send the top 3. So basically, both these effects apply at once. So I think what happens is actually so the Havness so the Sheeran resolves first. So I send the top 3 cards of the deck to the graveyard. So let me mill 3 here. Oh boy.
I think I have something
Oh
to
boy.
chain to that chain or whatever.
Oh, okay, yeah, what's the chain?
Um, kill back the Ancient Vanguard. If a card is sent from your hand or deck to your opponent's graveyard, I can you can target one special summon monster your opponent controls. Special summon this card, then return that monster to the hand.
Okay, so this will go on the following chain because this will be because Tearlament Sheeran resolves first and sends the 3 cards, right? Because the sending of Havness to the graveyard is not cost. So Sheeran resolves first. So that's happened. And now what happens is we put more things on the chain. So I think So let's see. This is if and then you can. So Merly and Havness are both like if you can. So I'm going to use the effect of a Havness. That'll be chain link 1.
Yo, Lee, what's
and
up?
then I think you get to Kelbeck here. Oh, okay, and I can also chain Kelbeck to this. So I think what I'm going to do to this, I think I have turn player priority to order these chains. So I'm going to do Havness 1, Kelbeck 2, and I'm going to choose not to activate Merly's effect. So now you get to activate your Kelbeck in response to that, I believe.
Okay, then I can bounce. I feel like bouncing the Kit Kalos makes sense.
That makes sense to me.
Because if I bounce the Sheeran, you can just special summon it next turn.
Yeah, so that makes sense to me. So bounce this back to the extra deck. Okay, and now my own Kelbeck uses its effect. So we both send the top 5 cards of our deck to the graveyard.
What?
So let's do that then.
Top 5?
Yeah, top 5.
All right.
Okay. So the 5 that were sent were okay. I need to read these. So y'all can all see how complicated this is already getting.
Yeah, like this isn't meant for like some like any Yu-Gi-Oh noob to like pick up a deck and take it to a locals tournament because they're gonna probably get disqualified for timing out or just straight up losing horribly.
Yeah. So I think I get to activate first again because it's turn player.
I don't think I can activate.
Well, actually, wait. We need to finish resolving this chain because Kelbeck was chain link 2, and Havness was chain link 1. So.
Oh my god.
Now I'm gonna.
Oh, it's been.
I'm gonna use Havness's effect.
It's been 14 minutes.
Yeah. And we're just getting started. So I'm going to fusion summon a fusion monster from the extra deck by placing fusion materials mentioned not from a hand, field, or graveyard, including this card on the bottom of your deck in any order. So Havness is one of those that I'm putting in the bottom of the deck. That is an Aqua. I think the one I want to go into here, I can't make Kaleidoheart. And I can't make Rolkalos either, so I think I actually have to make Kitkalos again. Sorted this for sure because I should have tried to get my Rhino Heart out earlier. But yeah, so I think I have to make Kick Close again, which is a bit unfortunate. So that only takes one other Aqua. So the other Aqua I'm going to shuffle back is a... let's shuffle back a Merly.
Okay.
Or not shuffle back, but they just go back. And then I summon out a Kick Close. Okay, so that chain resolves, and now we have a new chain that's going on. Actually, did I do Scream? Yes, I did do Scream.
Yeah.
I did because that was part of the ones that were sent. So
it's more chains than a chain link fence.
Yeah, so now I can't do anything with Kick Close, but now we can order some more things on the chain. So the way that simultaneously effects go on chain is I'm pretty sure it's if you cans go first and then when you cans go. But in terms of whether the opponent goes first or not, I believe the opponent is chain link 2. So the opponent orders at the second. They basically ordered later in the chain link than the turn player. That's how it works in like older formats at least. So
I have no idea what you just said the last 5 minutes.
So basically, you put I start putting things on the chain, and so yeah, so I start putting the if you can effects on the chain first. So I'm going to use the effect of. See, I used Havness's effect already. I'm gonna use the effect of Merly. I'm going to use the effect of Merly, and then I'm going to do Chain Link 2 and do the effect of Celiac.
Okay.
And now you can place your things on the chain. So you have a couple things that you can trigger here if you want to as well.
Can't. Does this thing get its effect off if it's milled?
Which one?
Haveness. I think that's the only thing that I can do with an effect.
Haveness does get its effect off of his mill because it's sent to the graveyard by a card effect. So,
Well,
indeed.
I don't control a fusion monster, so.
Well, you get to fusion summon a fusion monster from your extra deck.
Oh,
I don't think you have the material here. Well, you might have it in. You have it in
hand,
hand,
field,
maybe,
or
but,
graveyard.
Yeah, so you can.
Including this card from your grave. Wait.
Yeah.
No. Oh, I can also include that. So for Kit Kalos, it's a Tearlament and an Aqua. But do I want to do that? I can, I suppose. Fuck it. Let's just do it.
Yeah.
Um.
So is that that chain link 3, or are you ordering that later in the chain? You also have Scream can activate and Mudora
Scream can activate.
as well. Yeah.
Oh my
Mudora can activate.
god! Why does everything have?
No, wait, Mudora can't activate. Never
no,
mind.
Mudora can't do anything.
But,
yeah. I will use. I'll do Haveness 1, Scream 2.
Okay, so Haveness 1, Scream 2. So that means you activate Scream first. So
yes.
So Scream is chain link 4, so you resolve Scream first.
Yeah, so I can add a Tearlaments deck trap to my hand.
Yeah.
Which I will add. I'm pretty sure it's just the one, which is Soliak. Then Haveness will activate, where I can place at the bottom of the deck and this Sheeran to summon Kit Kalos.
Okay.
When that's summoned, I can add a Tearlaments card from my deck to your hand or send it to the graveyard. And I will add. I feel like Sheeran is usually a good choice. So that back to my hand, because what are fusion materials? And I think that's all I can do.
Okay, so now it's on to Chainlink 2 for me. So I believe I said Celiac was Chainlink 2. So that means I can add a Tearlaments monster from my deck to my hand if I so choose. So I think I'm going to add a Haveness from my deck to my hand.
Okay.
And so that was
sense.
Celiac's effect. And now I get to activate the effect of, I said Merly, I believe? Yeah, I said Merly. So Merly will get to shuffle some things back into the deck to go into something else. So I think what I want to do here is I want to go for Rulkalos. Yeah, I think I want to go for Rulkalos. So that is what I will do. So, yep, let's shuffle back a Kitkalos to the extra deck, and I also have to shuffle back one other Tearlaments monster, so that is the Merly. So this goes on the deck there.
My brain.
And I get to bring out Rulkalos. Yeah, this is kind of wild.
Yeah, it's like everything has like an adding effect, an effect if the card is like if it's just moved anywhere.
Yeah.
The reason why this is considered a tier 0 format.
I mean, I can see why. Yeah, this is kind of nutty. Yeah, and so yeah, so that is good to have, in my opinion. Now I've not normal summoned.
What?
I've not normal summoned. I instant fusioned out
Oh
Kiklos,
my
and then
god.
I special summoned out Sheeran.
That's
So
true.
I still have my normal summon. For my normal summon, I'm gonna summon out Rhinoheart. So if this card's normal summoned, I can send one Tearlaments monster from my deck to the graveyard, except for Tearlaments Rhinoheart. So I think that is what I will do.
Oh
So
my
which one do I
god.
want to send? I've used up Merly. I've used up Havness in terms of the effects. So I think what I want to do now is I want to send a Sheeran to grave. So that is indeed what I shall do here. So I'm going to send Sheeran to grave. And then I'm going to use Sheeran's effect to fusion summon when it's sent to grave. So that's what I'll do. I will use the, let's see, does it have to be two different names, or can it be the same name?
It doesn't say different names.
Two aqua monsters. So I just need to make sure that they are aqua. So that is Sheeran. So that will go to the bottom of the deck. That's going to be, I feel like it's good to just send ones from grave. Well, I mean, I have to send the Reinhardt. So on the deck for you, Rhinoheart. And then which one do I want back in deck? I feel like it's good to get more names back in deck. So let's put back a Havness to bottom of the deck. And now let's go for a Heart. Attack like that.
You sound too comfortable playing this deck.
No, I realize I messed up, because what I should have done. Oh wait, it's just if this card is special summon, or okay, so I can yeah, okay, so I can still use this. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna target your Kiklos and send it back into the deck with Heart. So get that thing back into your extra deck. And then also I'm going to chain Primeval Planet Paralino to also get rid of that Kelbeck the Ancient Vanguard from your side of the field.
Which card?
The Kelbeck that you have.
No, like which card you act like?
Oh,
which effect?
Primeval Planet Pellerino can do this. Oh no, wait, no, I can't use that effect because it's only activate one Primeval. Oh no, wait, no. Yeah, no, I can do this. So yeah, I'll destroy the Kelbeck there.
If a Jumbo monster you control is a Gura shuffle. Extra deck. Wait, when did you? Because you just
back to fusion summon out Tearlaments, Heart. Yeah. This is the complexity here. Actually, this should be in defense, I think, because I don't want to lose it to random stuff.
I guess you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see, do I want to do other things too? I don't think so. So I'm just going to. I don't think I can actually make a link monster or something here, because all my link monsters are like. Yeah, no, I can't.
Yeah,
really do anything.
They're not particularly. Like, I don't think these decks even play like any of the normal
they're not
sprites.
Really doing link summoning as their main thing.
Yeah.
So. I think what I'm.
Like, you could go for dark if you really wanted to. That's kind of.
Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking about. And I was like, do I want to spend those stuff and then do that? But, yeah, no. So I think I'll just leave it here. I didn't get the trap. Like, I know you're supposed to try and get like Scream up. I think the counter trap that you milled. That seems pretty good. But yeah.
Okay. I guess I'll do the same start.
Oh, Pellerina. Can I negate that in any way? I don't think I can. So.
Can add a Tearlaments monster from my deck to my hand.
Yeah, no, I can't do that. Okay, yep. So that sounds good.
Okay.
I'm already thinking about all the plays I can do on your turn.
Oh my god.
I'm just
I
like,
think I'm gonna add a Myrtly.
okay, that makes sense to me.
Now I'll activate my own Scream. Very similar play.
Yep. Okay, that's fine.
Okay. So, now if I summon, I can do milling stuff, but also I can decrease the attacks of all your guys. So, I think what I should do special summon Sheeran.
Okay.
And
Let me
then
think here. Let me think on the activation of that effect. What do you have in grave? What do you have in? Okay, I think what I have to do here. You search Merly.
yes.
That does do stuff there. Uh. Okay. Yeah, that is fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, then I can send another Sheeran. I guess Scream also activates too at the same time, right?
Well, didn't we say last turn that you have to already control
Oh,
a
true, true.
yeah.
Okay.
So, but
Now
you
with
do get to do that and then send the top three to
Sheeran.
grave.
Oh, with
Yeah, so Sheeran finishes resolving, so sending the top three to grave, and then you can potentially use Sheeran's effect in grave to summon something else. But first, you have to send the top three.
Right. So I'll mill 3.
For some
Eh,
Vistials.
yeah. Magnamut, Sornir, and another pillar
Okay.
I know.
So are you using Sheeran's graveyard effect?
Um. Hmm. Hmm. Do I want to use this effect? That's the question. See by using monster's hand, field, or graveyard. Sure. I guess I'll use this effect.
Okay, I'm going to chain Rukelos to that. And so Rukelos lets me uh, negate the activation and destroy it. So it's already engraved, so the destruction doesn't really matter that much. And then I can send one Tearlaments card from my hand or face up field to the graveyard. So I'm going to send Sheeran to grave for that. So that'll negate your Sheeran. And also, I get to use my Sheeran here because it was sent to the graveyard for a card effect. So in a new chain, I'll use Sheeran as chain link 1. I don't have any other chain links here, but I can fusion summon a fusion monster from my extra deck by placing the fusion materials on the bottom of the deck. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Sheeran, and I'm going to take the Havness Engrave as well. I'm going to put them both on the bottom.
Your
deck.
turn, our turn.
Yep. Exactly. And then I'm going to go for a Kick Close here. So now, Kick Close.
You have all of them out.
Yeah, so now
Trifecta.
I need to think about how I order this. Because I think I do want to. Okay, so if I do that. Yeah, so I will indeed use Kaleidaheart, I guess. So yeah, so what I'll do is Kiklos Chainlink 2 and Kaleidoheart Chainlink 1. And the card that I'm going to target here is going to be, I think, Perlorino. So I'm going to shuffle that back into the deck.
Okay.
And then I'll use Kiklos' effect to
Shuffles in
take
the deck.
Tearlaments card. Yeah, so let's see. What do I want to take and do? I think it might just be good at this point to set up for next turn if I get a next turn. So I'm going to grab actually a Sheeran hand. And let me think here.
I think the stream was a bad idea.
This is a great idea. So I'm loving this. And then I think I guess I should have used Tearlaments Scream. Nah, it's fine. Okay, yeah. So you're good to go now.
Oh,
That's what
thank you, Mister. I can
no
play
problem, yeah.
I can play Yu-Gi-Oh now. I will attempt to normal Merly.
Okay, and let me think here. You're gonna use that effect, but wait, I'm thinking about if I've got anything to chain here, because you're gonna chain Scream to it, right? And I don't really want you to mill 6. Hmm. Okay, yeah, that's ultimately. Is that fine? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay, so I think Scream activates first.
Yeah.
Oh,
I realized I messed up. I should have used Perlorino to pop the Scream. But yeah, you do get to do Scream first, and then you get to do Merly.
Okay, so I can mill 3.
Mm-hmm.
And all your monsters lose 500 attack.
Yep. And you did mill a Havness, so you can use that Havness effect if you want to.
Yeah, I think I'll use Havness's effect of fusion summon.
Okay.
And that they all just add back. Yeah, they all do at the bottom of the deck. God, it's like Madolce on crack.
Basically, yeah.
Okay, so you. Okay, DB's a little laggy, but that's okay. And then which one makes sense to send? I don't have a Rhino Horse. I cannot make Kaleidoheart. Okay, so I can make.
Oh wait, this is
I can only make it Kalos.
So this means that Scream is Chainlink 1 and Merly's Chainlink 2, right? Because only milled 3 for Merly.
Oh, I milled 3 for Scream.
Oh, 3 for Scream. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I mixed up which was which.
Yeah. Actually, I guess.
Well, no. So then Merly will mill 3 after.
Yeah, Merly would.
Merly should have milled 3 in addition to Scream because then you use Havness on the following chain. So.
Right. Yeah.
So that shouldn't affect things that much. But now you have Sheeran. Sheeran you can't use because I think you used the Sheeran already this turn. I just negated it.
Yeah.
I think you can use it again.
Well. Yeah, it can effective Tearlaments Sheeran, not this card.
Yeah.
That's fine, because I can. Okay, so now I would have used the whatever effect, the one that I sent back.
Yeah. So what else are you sending back in addition to? The one
I guess the Sheeran that was milled, also.
Okay.
For Kit Kalos.
For Kick Close, and you're gonna activate the effective Kick Close here.
Yes.
Okay.
To add.
I think what I will
card
do
to hand.
in response. response. Do I have anything to do in response to this? Um, Let me think here. Hmm. I think what I'm gonna do here. That seems really bad. And there's nothing I. Oh, this is so bad. Okay, I think what I need to do here is I need to do the Havness in my hand. I'm gonna chain that because you activated a monster effect on field. So now I can chain it to it. So do you have a
Okay.
response as chain link 3?
Uh, I don't think I have anything on field to do, so I don't think so.
Okay, so I'll bring this out in defense, and then I send the top 3 cards my deck to the graveyard. Okay, I sent those, and now you get to do your thing.
Kalos lets me add to hand.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll add Happiness.
Okay, and now as chain link, now on a new chain, Scream gets to activate because I special summon a monster here. So my stream will activate and send the top 3 cards of my deck to the graveyard. So, but also, oh wait, there are also other things that are going on in my graveyard as well.
Oh
So,
my god. Yo,
um,
El Cheshire, what's up? Help.
what's going on?
Help.
Yeah,
I'm in
this is a wild time.
I'm in
I
a
think
watery screaming hell of Tearlaments.
I think what I want to do. I only have one Rookwos. Interesting. Um,
Like
that's an interesting
I like
thing.
Chaos format, I like Teledad, I like Android. Those are
But I like
fun.
these. I like these. Um,
I definitely have to
oh,
like
that's
I feel like after this stream I have to watch some like Tearlaments stuff cuz like now I'm like now I really want to know what people like pop off with these, you
Oh
know.
yeah, I mean, there's so much you can do here. I mean, I'm already just thinking like of things that I could have done better.
Like obviously it's
Um,
not the obviously it's not the Yu-Gi-Oh that I like, but like it does make me like appreciate people that do like take the time to like really learn these decks and like really make them optimal to like the best of their abilities and like play them at a high level.
oh yeah, my brain is melting here. Uh, but uh, if I do that and then I do,
Also, Cheshire, I will make that salsa recipe you gave me last week. I just need to find time. I'm planning on Monday, maybe tomorrow, but definitely Monday.
okay, I feel like the move here. This may seem weird. I do this at any so if I do that and then I do that, at only on field. Sorry, this is just a very
I'll
big
go ahead.
thing. Um, I think what I have to do, it just feels kind of bad. Yeah, so I can't do that on this turn, so I have to do it next turn. Okay, so I think I know what I'm gonna do. It seems weird, but yeah, I'm going to.
I Cheshire, I already bought all the ingredients. I have all the ingredients, so it's like it's there. It's in my kitchen.
Uh,
The peanuts will really surprise me though for the recipe though. It's like I don't think I've ever heard of people use peanuts in salsa.
it does sound interesting, yeah.
Yeah.
Do I use the Havness Engrave to special summon here because I feel like I don't have many good options to destroy. I guess I can destroy. Hmm. I don't have another Rukalos. That's the weird thing to me. Uh,
You don't?
oh, that seems actually pretty good. Okay, so I think I will
Wait. Oh, wait.
use. Oh no, I already did that one. Wait, did I use Collide Heart this turn?
Yes. You negated my
No, that was Rukalos. I'm talking about Collide Heart.
uh
The shuffle back. Oh, I shuffled back the
no.
Perlarino. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, that was. I realized that was a major misplay. Uh, but
Yeah, I'm
it's
like,
fine.
I'm not going crazy here. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna use the Avnus engrave. I'm going to shuffle back it. And I'm also
Okay.
going to shuffle back the. I'm gonna shuffle back Rulkalos because I've used that already.
Okay.
And I'm going to make a. I think I'm gonna make Garura. No, wait, no, I. Sorry, that was. Yeah, they had the same attribute and type, right? Yeah, they're Aqua. Yeah, okay, that was correct. Yeah, so I'm gonna make Garura.
See, I was
And
rewatching SMB Battle Masters and noticed the squeaky noises during the prize tease, and that one bid got me in an unexpected way. Oh yeah,
yeah,
I had some fun with that. If anyone wants to watch a really fun new series on YouTube, go watch Battle Masters. It's a video game competition show hosted by yours truly.
but yeah, I'm gonna use Perlarino here, and I'm going to destroy your scream. Or no, wait, I shouldn't do that. No, wait, I don't want to destroy your scream. Never mind. I'm going to.
There
I'm
are
just going to.
Why does everything have so many effects that
I know
activate
because I
like
don't want you
literally
getting a
any?
trap. I don't want you getting a trap from deck. I'm gonna. I'm just gonna get rid of your Sheeran because its effect is already. Yeah, I mean it's already tried to use its fusion effect from Grave, so I'm just gonna get rid of that. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna
Okay.
do. I'm not gonna use the effect of Kelback
All
because
right.
I don't want you milling more this turn.
Can I play Yu-Gi-Oh again?
Yes, yes. Now you're good.
Okay, cool. Um. Oh, did you use any monster effects during that, or
What? Yeah, I used I used Havness's effect in Grave to shuffle things back to go into Garura.
okay, that's fine.
Um, yeah.
All right, cool. Let's see here. Hmm. I could potentially use Kit Kalos' effect, but I don't. What does Merle do by itself? Nothing. And I can only use each effect of Sheeran once per turn. That's all I have, so I wouldn't really be gaining anything. I mean, I could potentially use like Fuse with Merle, but eh,
This is so tough.
I could potentially make a Rule Kalos though. Okay. All right. I think I will use Kikalos' effect. Um, target my Merle. and to special
Okay.
summon Sheeran, I guess.
Okay.
And it'll send this to the graveyard.
Yep.
I'll activate Merly's effect
Okay.
to fuse. Into I will send the get move. Dueling book, please. Merly and the Kit Kalos
Mhm.
for a Rule Kalos.
Okay.
Scream's already activated.
Yep.
Doesn't do anything. Okay, so Kaleido Kit Kalos, they both have reduced attack. I don't think Cabinus has reduced
Your
attack.
monster also has reduced attack because of my scream.
Oh, it's just like a whole turn thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so the 500
Although
is all
I
essentially
don't know
useless.
if it's at the time of activation or not. So maybe your monster doesn't have reduced 500, but I don't quite know.
Well, either way, I feel like I should be able to beat over this Kit Kalos.
Yeah. I'll assume that your monster does not have reduced attack. It'll still 1200. That's only at activation.
That way, it does gain attack from Pearl or Rhino.
Oh, do they?
But I don't think
Oh,
it
yeah,
would.
you're right.
But it wouldn't matter though. Like I mean,
It just balances out.
I would still
Yeah.
because our screams cancel them out.
Our screams would cancel out potentially, but the parallel Reno would still give 500. Yeah. So okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Yeah.
And then I will set one card.
What does this deck set?
And end my turn.
What does deck set? What does Celiac do?
Disgusting. Disgusting.
I need to worry about that set. Okay, let's think here. Oh. Okay. So I'm going to start by attempting to use the effect of Sheeran in hand. Is that okay?
If I negate it with Rule Kalos, does that send it to the grave?
Yeah, I believe so because it does destroy it. But you are also able to send one Tearlaments card from your hand or face up field to the graveyard if that happens. So you then get that effect off.
Special summoning Sheeran. Shit. Well, it's like, okay, now it's like, do I want you to mill, or do I want I want to potentially stop like a follow-up fusion play?
Yeah. Because if you negate this, then you won't necessarily be able to stop that.
Yeah.
Although you do have guys in grave that you can like banish to mess up my graveyards.
My brain. My
Like Mudora.
brain.
Mudora and,
Akira.
Dora and Keldo are able to do that.
Oh
so.
my god. I can't.
Yeah, it's a wild time.
What do you do? You can. Banish from graveyard. 3 cards. I'm gonna say the summoning's fine. I think I'd rather stop what
Summon
happens
is
afterwards.
fine. Okay, so that will mill 3 for me. So that milled 2 Mudora the Sword Oracles and 1 Merly. So Merly can potentially use the effect. Do I want to use the effect and let you use Rukalos here? Only I knew what back row this deck played. Okay, Crime is annoying for me. So I don't like. I think I do just have to Crime if you have it. You've got a Crime engraved. Did this deck play more than 1 Crime? Maybe not.
It's a crying to pay
Okay.
more than a dime.
That's true. I'm going to not use Merly here. Yeah, I think I don't use Merly here. It's just so weird. So weird what to do here. But I think what I'm going to do instead of using Merly is so I do potentially get to use Scream, but I'm not going to use Scream yet though. What I'm going to do instead. Oh man, I'm messing up these plays left and right, but I think it is.
You mean we're not playing these decks optimally? What?
That is very true.
Get out
That is very
of
true.
here.
Okay. I'm gonna normal summon Keldo, the Sacred Protector.
Okay.
I'm gonna overlay Keldo and Sheeran.
Yeah, okay.
Go into Abyss Dweller.
On summon.
Okay.
Fate Soliak.
Stoliak.
Target Abyss Dweller. Negate its effects and send a monster I control to the graveyard.
Okay.
I can see why Abyss Dweller is a very good card in a mirror.
Yeah, no, it's very good in the mirror.
It just shuts off every graveyard play.
So Dweller is a quick effect. So I'm going to chain to your Soliak.
Yo, Lead Lover, what's up?
And I'm gonna send Sheeran to chain to the Soliak.
I'm gonna chain to that.
Okay.
Mudora to banish 3 cards from your graveyard.
Okay, what are the targets here?
Shuffle them back into the deck, not banish. I will target the 2 Sheerans and Merly, I guess.
You're targeting 2 Sheerans and Merly. Okay, I am okay with that. So let me think here how this chain resolves. So yeah, so I'm okay with that happening. So
yeah, the Abyss Dweller is really cool. I mean, look at that heart.
So
it's back there. It's glowing.
There, and then where's the other one?
Yeah,
oh, there it is.
Okay. Yeah, your 3 Tearlaments, normal or effect monsters, effect non-fusion monsters.
Yeah. So
we're almost at 5 likes, people. Come on, we just need 1 more like to that 5 like.
We can get those likes.
We can get there.
So
Easy.
those get shuffled back right? And then the Sulliek negates my Abyss Dweller, which is fine. And that is the last thing that happens, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to use the effect of did you send a monster you control to grave for Sulliek?
Oh, I did not.
Okay, so
So
yeah, so do that now. Okay. So
yeah.
on the new chain,
And I cannot use Sheeran's effect because of Abyss Dweller.
no, you can because Abyss Dweller effect is negated. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but on the new chain, I get to act first. So I'm going to use the effect of Perlarino, and I'm going to pop your Rulkalos. That's chain link 1.
Wait, which card are you using?
Perlarino. That's chain link 1. So that's chain link 2. Are you activating Sheeran?
I guess I have to now.
Okay, so let me think here on this. So let me see your graveyard. You have
Hey,
1,
6
2.
likes. What? Text monotony the game.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's like you got to know like the chapters in the book to play this deck.
Yeah, as chained to that, I'm going to chain my own Mudora, and I'm going to target your Sheeran and your Sheeran, and I think that is it. Yeah, I think I have to do your Sheeran and Sheeran. I misplayed this hand a bit. I should have sent my Mudora to have that ready to go, but yeah, I'm gonna send your Sheeran and your Sheeran. Is there anything else I want to send? I guess you can't use Mudora twice, so I guess I'll send the Mudora as well, just to get that out of there. So this is banished. Yeah, and now you don't have, Sheeran can't finish resolving, and now the Ruklos will be destroyed. But you now get to use Ruklos' effect here, if you want to.
Future summon card sent to Gara by card. I can special summon. What the?
Yeah, but now it's not been fusion summoned, so now you don't get to.
That's so stupid.
Sort of
That's so stupid. But okay. If this card is destroyed, just forget about it.
Yeah.
The text waves.
So, what do I not want to happen?
You know
I don't want you to do that. That'd be annoying for me. So I think what I'm just going to do here, I'm going to keep it mighty simple.
Oh no.
Just try and I don't think this is lethal, but this is still pretty good for me overall. So I think what I'm going to do, I think your Ruklos might be at 3K and not 2,500 due to Scream because it left the field and then. But then again, for the rest of the turn, all monsters. No, I think it probably lost 500. So.
Yeah. Plus, Perlarino gives you all 500.
Yeah. So this is 3,500 versus 2,500.
Well,
here,
just your two. So this
doesn't give a Abyss Dweller plus 500.
This is 1,000.
Yeah, it's 1,000.
Yo, Trap Lover, what's up? Imagine if we had snow during tier format.
That would be wild.
Oh my god.
This is 2,100.
Now this is Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh yeah. This is 1,700. Because I detached the wrong thing. I should have detached something different. But luckily it won't matter.
Grass is back.
2,000 times twice. So it's 2,000 from because fusion monsters also gain 500 from Perlarino.
What?
And also Garura doubles any battle damage from battles involving this card.
Oh my god, it's another 500. And then another 2,000?
Yep.
Which is game.
Holy moly.
I think I'll admit defeat on that one.
That was a good first game.
Oh my, that took an hour.
That was great. I love it.
That was what, 4 turns?
That was 4 turns. But I will say, to be fair, I think so a lot of people don't like the idea of a modern combo guide or something like that, right? I do think that they can be useful in situations like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like not the
Hey,
worst thing in
hey,
the world.
Trap. Grass. Have you know Grass is back at 1?
Oh wow! So Tearlaments could be back on top, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, which
They
is
still
very
don't
very
take one
exciting,
primals.
especially since we only have like 1 print of Grass, which is Raging Tempest, I believe. Like I have a playset from like a while back, but I think it's cool that we're getting it back at least 1 because I think Grass is just such a silly card. I think it'd be a shame not to have people, you know, use it.
Hmm. This is a decent card in this matchup.
Hmm.
This is a very decent card in this matchup. So I'm bringing in these for. What do I take out though for these for? Um,
I'm sure I'm not doing this optimally whatsoever.
yeah, I'm definitely not doing it optimally, but
But you know, sometimes you just gotta do what you can.
yeah,
I like
I
how
get why some people do
Yu-Gi-Oh from Zero sounded like a lawyer at a litigation stating the way he killed you with tear.
it. Yeah, I mean, honestly, there's a lot in common with reading through law text in this. I think probably.
Yeah, get
Um,
wrecked.
I'm gonna do something controversial. I'm gonna swap these around, but I stand by it because it seems kind of weird that like, it, yeah, I'm fine with this siding plan. It might not work out well for me, but
All right,
like we'll
hour
see.
2, you're going down.
Oh yeah, I believe it. Oh, that's a very good draw.
I don't like to hear that. Okay. Start by activating the scream. Oh no.
Okay.
Okay. Next, I will normal summon Rhino Heart
Mhm.
to dump a Tearlaments from deck to the graveyard, except for himself.
Yep, that's fine.
I think I will send a Havness.
Are you gonna use Havness's effect there, or
Yes.
I'm gonna chain Ghost Spell?
Oh no. That just negates, right? Doesn't.
It does, yeah. So it does add cards from the graveyard to the deck. So
Okay, just in
I
case. Okay.
can negate this with Ghost Spell.
Okay. Well. I can see we had the same side decking uh
Yeah.
going on.
Because I was especially like, I'm going second. I need to prevent you from doing things. So bring in a hand
um
trap. That seems good.
oh wait.
Oh, I actually realized I messed up here,
I
but it's
can
fine.
I can activate
Oh, in response to
nothing.
Ghost Spell? Or
Nothing.
hmm.
I guess I'll just set and my turn. No.
Okay. See how this goes. I mean, I don't have the best.
You say
I don't
that.
have the
You
best.
say that.
No, I really don't. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, okay. I'm going to normal summon Merly and attempt to use the effect. Is that okay?
um attempt to activate its effect.
Yeah.
So you're saying you are activating its effect.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's the crime that you've just committed.
No!
So I
It
do
gets shuffled
control
into the deck.
Tearlaments. Yeah, it negates and
Oof.
shuffles it back. Then I can dump a monster from my hand to the graveyard.
Okay, so go ahead and
And
dump.
let's see, what do I want to send? Hmm. Ooh, huh. Yeah. Hmm. I'll just unhave this. I won't be too cheeky.
Okay, are you going to attempt to use the effect of Havness here?
I will.
Okay, I'm going to chain
Not
Bestial Druid Worm, banishing that Havness.
Excuse me? Drew Swarm.
And then I believe the effect of Havness did not resolve because it can't shuffle itself back. And also it's in a different location than when it started.
That makes sense.
Applying the effect, so yeah.
It's so stupid.
So yeah, it's a bit silly, but
oh my god.
it worked out here, so I'll take it.
Oh my god. It's like a toss of the coin whether something's going to be negated or not. Heads or tails.
Oh, that is very funny. Hold up.
It's like, you thought Cyber Dragons were bad, baby.
Oh, can I kill you this turn?
Oh my god. Go for it.
Oh, no, wait, I can't. Never mind. Damn hard once per turns. So I guess that does tell you that I have another Druid Swarm in hand. But what I was thinking of doing here was trying to spell summon out the other Druid Swarm and then overlaying into Beatrice and then sending a Tearlament to grave. And then popping off that way, but
all right.
Unfortunately,
and then Rhino Heart will use its effect, a special.
It's only when it's sent to grave by a card effect.
Oh, by card effect. Oh, stupid.
Yeah. And back to you.
Okay. Well, can't do anything with those grave effects. Well, I'll start with the Pearl Rhino again.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. That is pretty good.
And I'll search for a Tearlaments monster. Which... I'll choose Sheeran.
Yep, that's also pretty good.
And then special summon Sheeran.
Okay, and
declare
so
effect.
Wait, let me think. Okay, so yeah, so that is fine.
Send hand to graveyard and then mill.
Yep. So it special summons out, and then you get to mill 3.
So I'll send a card, then I'll mill 3. Drew Swarm.
Okay, and those effects cannot be, but Callback. So yeah, Callback, you can use the effect. Do you want to use the effect of Callback?
I don't think I have any need to at this moment. But I can use Scream though.
Didn't you say that you have to already control a?
No, the one I sent to the graveyard. This card sent from
the one
to the graveyard.
Okay.
By effect, I can add Tearlaments Trap for deck to your hand.
Yeah, that's fine.
Solic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not great mills.
Yeah. That's why I was wondering if you were going to use a Kelbeck to try and get better ones, but this isn't terrible. You have Mudora for interruption for me.
Oh, wait. Kelbeck. Wait. Use the thing. Oh. Yeah, we'll have to use Kelbeck's effect.
Okay, so this is Scream 2 and then Kelbeck 1. So
okay.
Kelbeck getting to mill 5 now. So from both of our decks.
Yeah, so both mill 5.
Oh boy.
Oh. Let's go.
Okay, I need to check my graveyard triggers, and you need to check your graveyard triggers.
Oh
So
my
your
God.
graveyard triggers go on the stack
Yeah.
first. um,
Oh my
I
God.
think you just have Rhino Heart as a trigger because Kelbeck can only be used once per turn. So.
This is Keldo. I milled.
Yeah, but Keldo doesn't have a
true.
trigger on mill.
Yeah,
You can use it as a quick effect though.
Yo, Lay Murphy, what's up? I can't believe they're actually doing it. Yeah,
It's been a time.
Hey, we take these requests very seriously.
So you do get to special summon it and then send one Tearlaments card from your hand to the graveyard. If you want to. You don't have to.
Yeah, I think I'll...
But if you do that, then you do get to make a rank 4 here if you want to.
I think I'll use Rhino Heart's effect. I feel like I have to.
Oh wait, can you do that if you don't have a Tearlaments in hand, actually?
I have a Tearlaments in hand.
Oh yeah, you do, because you searched it off of...
yeah, I searched the trap.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so that's fine.
And are you going to use any effects?
Yeah, so I have Merly's effect, and I also have Crime's effect, but I don't have any banished ones, so I'm going to use... includes hand, so... I'm going to attempt to use Merly's effect. I don't expect it to go through, but I'm going to attempt to use it.
Merly's? Yeah, because then I can use Mudora, right?
Yeah, so... This at least forces out Mudora.
Yeah, and I'll ban or send back is just any 3 cards. Yeah.
Yeah.
Merly. Honestly, I think that's all I really need to send.
A Merly? Okay, so this will go back to the deck, and I'll shuffle up that deck. All my Merly is getting shuffled back. No.
But the Merles. The Merles.
Yeah. I think that... Yeah, so that's it for my triggers.
Okay.
It's Crime I can't use,
I guess I have to overlay for something, huh?
You can make an Abyss Dweller of your own.
Yeah, I'm assuming for like a turn, but then you can just beat over it. That's slightly annoying.
Yeah. Make Paguska.
I could. This was like a modern game. I would be running like Sky Crisis.
Yeah.
Oh right, I have to send.
It's already an older format.
Right, I do have to send this for Rhino Heart.
Oh yeah.
Which also activates the effect. I can Tearlaments monster protect a hand. I think I'll use that.
Also use the or I mean I guess it well yeah, like the Scream effect to send to grave you could have potentially used when Rhino Heart was summoned.
Oh.
So if you want to do that before going for rank 4, you can do that now if you want.
Yeah, so it's
so
Sullic 1 Scream 2.
Yeah, you can either do Sullic 1 Scream 2 or you can reverse the order depending on whether you want to search or move first.
I want to chain block it, so I'll search last.
Okay, so Scream goes first, so you mill 3. Oh, Merly is pretty good. Bring in the droplets.
Yeah, bring them right to the graveyard.
Yep.
Okay, and then Chainlink 2 activates.
Yeah, so now you get to search. Or Chainlink 1 activates now. So
yeah.
You get to search.
All right, I can do any order. Okay. Search for monster specifically. Tearlaments monster. Okay. Slim pickings. Oh, Merly.
You're adding Merly. Okay, are you going to use the effect of the Merly that got milled now? You haven't made the rank 4 yet, so you can do that if you want. Also, this goes down to 2,000.
Hmm. I will attempt to use Merly.
I'm going to chain a Druist Worm to that. I'm going to banish that Merly.
God. All right.
You still have not overlaid
Yeah,
yet, so
I
these
know.
can be still on the field.
I haven't normal summon yet, have I?
Yeah, you have not normal summon, which is what I was thinking of, because if you go Merly summon and then mill 3, then you could potentially pull off more shenanigans. So
I will attempt to do that, actually.
okay, since you activated the effect of a monster on field, I will special summon. I'll chain a Havness here to that. Yeah, so this Havness is chain link 2, so that goes through, and now I send the top 3 cards of my deck to the graveyard. And now your Merly's effect resolves, and so you send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard. Okay, so those didn't do any graveyard triggers there, but mine potentially do have some graveyard triggers here. So I'm going to attempt to use Tearlament Scream as chain link 2 and Tearlament Merly as chain link 1.
I will.
Don't think you. You already used Mudora this turn.
Yes, but I have not used Keldo.
Yeah.
So I'll activate Keldo.
Okay. And which ones will you be shuffling?
I guess Merly, Keldo, Scream.
So Merly, Keldo, Scream. I think what I'm going to do in response to that is I'm going to chain my Keldo. So I'm going to banish that, and I'm going to shuffle back. Yeah, it's tough here. I'm going to shuffle back Mudora, Keldo, and Mudora, Keldo.
Jerusalem is
Mudora, Keldo.
hard.
Well, actually,
Liam Murphy says Jerusalem is hard once per turn.
Yeah, I used Druid's Worm last turn.
Yeah.
So this is a new turn for Druid's Worm.
All I was gonna say is that the tier art is nice and the cheesy support cards care. Yeah, like it's really good art. I like the whole like.
All right, I didn't mean to target that.
Wait, what did you use?
Well, I was just reading Pearl Arena, but I accidentally clicked on it.
Oh. Yeah, like the art's pretty cool. Like the whole like I don't know, like sad aqua enchanter things. It's cool.
Okay, yeah. So I think what I want to do here is I'm just gonna shuffle back Mudora, Keldo, and I think a Kelbeck. Yeah, I'm gonna shuffle back those 3.
Okay. I suppose that's all right.
Yeah. Okay, and I believe since my cards got shuffled back into the deck and are now no longer in the graveyard where they first activated their ability, I believe that they cannot finish resolve. Like I think they resolve without effect, right?
I think so.
Yeah. So that's what I did there. Yeah. So that's it for me right now.
Okay. So now I have 3 Tearlaments on the field, and I guess
and now it's overlay time, I think.
If only I had synchros and tuners and the like.
Yeah.
If I had another level 2, I could do Sprite Elf.
You could also not make a rank 4, and you could just clear my... Well, actually, no, you can't really clear my Druid Swarms, because that will clear their effects. Which elements have you tried to activate Merly this turn? Tried to activate Rhino... You activated Rhinoheart this turn.
Yeah.
Upon being sent to grave.
I have not used Sheeran's graveyard effect.
You've not used Sheeran's graveyard. Okay.
But I have attempted to use Merle's graveyard effect already, I think.
Yeah, so you could potentially keep your Tearlaments on field and just crash into my Druid Worms in a way that, like, you can clear them both, because I don't want to crash. I don't want to pop your Sheeran, right? Because that is bad for me.
I can, like, Baguska.
You could just Baguska. That's also an option.
But yeah, Baguska is probably the best option, right?
Yeah, it just slows down the game completely. So
yeah, Exiton Knight. Yeah, not in this format. Exiton, is he legal? I think he might be on one.
I think he's legal. It's just there are better things that you can do.
Yeah,
now Knight's actually
like now we got
really
Zeus and
because
yeah, now we got like Zeus and Sky Crisis and stuff. Tier monsters won't resolve if you shuffle them back. Then you need to go to the bottom of the deck by their own effect.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
This is tricky because it's like I could potentially see if even if I destroy the Havness. Oh, I know because it's one by card effect.
Yeah, so you can attack over the Havness, and that will be a way to deal with it.
Okay, here's what I'll do. I'm gonna make Abyss Dweller.
Okay.
And then I will attempt to use its effect.
Okay. What are you detaching?
Sheeran.
And now the question comes: does that count for Sheeran's effect? Like, was that sent by a card effect, or was that sent for cost? I feel like that would be sent. It's like a Dark World thing, right? I feel like that's sent for cost, but
chat, let me know. I feel like
yeah,
it's for cost.
yeah,
but it would be kind of cool.
that would be nuts. Like you do Abyss Dweller, then you pull off the Gentleman stuff.
Unless I can search it up real quick.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. No, it's sent to the graveyard via game mechanics due to Xyz monster. Oh, this is in regards to like.
No, that's not.
Well, yeah,
that's not.
this is in regards to like if I Raigeki hit
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah,
an Xyz
but-
monster.
Yeah, I think it's sent for cost. Like it wouldn't make sense given how Dark Worlds are
It's
worded.
actually
and,
there
like,
by an effect of. If it's actually there by the effect of an Xyz monster, and yes, it is uncommon. For materials to be detached by an effect, though, it's typically detached by the activation cost rather by effect itself. Oh wait. Okay.
that'd be cost.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me rewind here. This gives me okay. So the way
We're going into a different rank.
the way this could work, according to this Reddit thread.
If you detach for Baguska. Actually, you
is
could detach for. Oh,
Time Thief Redoer actually works apparently.
oh yeah.
Um, so
Yeah, that gets you there. Yeah.
if I detach a monster,
Mm-hmm.
oh wait, but no, it banishes himself though.
Yeah, but you'd still be able to attach Sheeran, and then Sheeran would be able to use its effect.
Hmm.
What you do here is you detach Sheeran. Reinhardt would fall off due to game mechanics, but Reinhardt's already used its graveyard effect this turn. And then you'd be able to use Sheeran to fusion summon. And then Time Thief Reader would come back at the end of the turn.
Right, but that gets me that, but
Your rulings are a part of the complexity of the game. You know, it's a fun part. Kind of back to the stuff here, but
I was like, do I want to do like a Time Thief or like Zeus is right there.
yeah, you could just go.
I could do Zeus cause I was thinking with the Abyss Dweller, I could definitely do like a Zeus play.
You could do a Best Dweller and then crash into like Havness and then go into
Yeah.
Zeus.
Because if I get
And then
into like Kit Kalos, yeah, like what does that really? How far does that get me? Right. I feel like, oh my god.
yeah, it's always annoying on Dueling Book where it's like, you know,
There needs to
making
be like
those sorts of choices.
there needs to be like undo buttons on Dueling Book.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this.
Are you sure you don't want to detach before or detach Sheeran?
I mean, regardless, I won't be able to get its effect off, but I suppose I'll detach just whatever.
Yeah. So it still has 2200. Merly has 1300.
Yes, so I will attempt. So I'll attack over Havness.
Okay.
Main 2. I'll go to Zeus.
Okay, now Abyss Dweller's effect is shut off, right?
I don't
I think it is.
think
Because
it
if you
is.
attack over Abyss Dweller, right, you can then use your graveyard effects like later in the turn, right?
Can you?
Oh, let me check.
'Cause I feel like you paid the cost for like I don't know. I could be wrong here.
But it's like if you remove Gravity Bind from the field, right? Or you know, it's like let's see, Abyss Dweller rulings. Let's see.
Oh, Lead Lover set, or it's regards something else. You get why I said it's 199 episode 1. Yeah, no, it makes sense. Like when I saw Kite first appear, I'm like, oh, I think that's the guy from episode 1, and like it was like, oh, that's cool. It is a weird thing not to include in like the 2011 anime, like in the beginning, but I guess I get it.
Yeah, but Abyss Dweller lingering effect.
Yeah, because I would think it lingers.
I don't see anything saying it's lingering. Oh. Let's see.
If my opponent activates the Abyss Dweller in my standby phase, and I start Abyss Dweller in my main phase. Does the Abyss Dweller's effect stop? No, the effect Abyss Dweller doesn't stop if destroyed. Neither does stop if you negate Abyss Dweller after the effect initially resolved. Something like Dark Ruler No More or Imperm.
Okay. Or Celiac, I guess, there, but
Yes.
yeah. So,
So
okay, good to know. So
yeah.
that means that it will still negate the effects of monsters in my graveyard.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I don't have to use its effect right now.
You do not. That
I
is
could
true.
just wait till you like attempt to do something, I guess.
Yeah. I
'Cause,
think it
like,
is probably better if you use the effect right now because the Tearlaments, if I commit a Tearlament to board and you blow it up, then I will get that Tearlament's effect off.
hmm.
But at the same time, if you do it next turn, your Merly will be able to activate, right? So,
Well, I could, yeah, I guess.
there are different sort of philosophies here for what to do.
Yeah, would Beatrice be any annoying thing? Potentially, actually. um,
You could chain the Zeus
fuck
to the
it.
summon
I'm
Beatrice, right?
just gonna. Yeah, but you could
Yeah,
chain Beatrice too, and then get a card.
that's true. Zeus stays on field though, so
Oh, true. But all other cards.
yeah.
Love it. Kite Inspired gone early on. 2011 never addressed that. Yeah, it's a little odd, but I guess I mean, you know, he essentially is a side character, so it's they explain it when it's relevant, so it's you know. I mean, I do think that first episode of Hunter x Hunter is like it did feel a little rushed, especially after watching like that first episode, like the '90s one, where it's like all that like setup of like the opening thing is kind of just like just get him off to the first arc, get him off to the first arc.
I guess I'm just going to do this and then do this. Pass back to you.
Now this is Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Don't
don't.
play Keldo's field or graveyard, so
It's true. Yeah, you don't. Yeah, you don't really have anything per se. What does Keldo do again? Grave. Nothing. Yeah, Keldo only does stuff if it's sent.
no. Oh, wait, Keldo. No, you're thinking Kelbeck.
Or Kelbeck. Yeah, Kelbeck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas Keldo here. Well, should probably get on the offensive while I have the chance.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Like I know you can do stuff, but it's like 99 is great to come back to though. Yeah, I do still plan to watch the 90s one once I finish. I'm almost at episode 100. I'm at the part where the last episode I watched, Gone went on a date with that creepy that creepy
Oh,
lady. Palm, yeah, and then Killua beat Ramit, I think his name was the rabbit bird guy. That was the last episode I watched. It's getting good. It's getting good.
This is interesting. What would you set here?
Yes.
Another...
One one I set here.
You don't have a Tearlament, so I feel safe in just yeah, you don't have any way to interrupt this, so I'm just gonna summon out Merly and attempt to use the effect. Is that okay?
And in a case like this, there's one thing it's true in life, and that is the impermanence.
No.
Shaka
That's rough.
Zulu. Negate.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's all good.
And also
I
negates
did have
this
a
too. Negates your
well,
back
it does
row.
negate that. I did have another line I could do here, but I was like, what could the set be? How could it stop this? So, yeah, I got owned. I got owned.
You got.
Yeah, in hindsight, I should have just done the other thing I was thinking of, but oh, it's still fine.
I don't have. Yeah, I can't use anything in grave, and there's really nothing work. All right. Well, how about a cup of noodles?
Ooh, that's pretty good. Yeah. Get out a Kit Kalos here.
Yeah, a Kit Kat, Kalos. Yo, Kit Kats though, top
Yeah.
top tier candy bars, like top 5 for sure.
I do really like Kit Kats. I think they're very, very good. The
It has
crunch is so good.
just that nice crunch. Like it's not too thick or anything. It's just like the right amount. And I'll add a Tearlaments card from deck to hand, or send it to graveyard.
Okay. Yep.
Let's see. Very slim pickings.
Yeah, I can imagine seeing the graveyard there.
Take 5. I feel like I never see take 5s anymore.
Yeah, I've not seen a take 5 in a long time. I feel like it's. Yeah, I don't know. They probably still make it somewhere, but.
I mean, it's good. I mean, like for me though, it's like my top 2 for sure though is like Reese's Cups and Hershey's Cookies and Cream. Those are my definite like top 2 there. I feel like ideally
You have normal summon this turn, so you could get out like Rhino Heart.
if I had any.
Oh, rip.
Like, I don't know if you noticed, I have 20 cards in the graveyard, and most of them are my Tearlaments.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I can't
dude.
shuffle anything back because I don't have any of my, like, dudes, like the Ishizu stuff. Which, by the way, I love that, like, people just call them, like, Ishizu monsters, and that's just, like, a top-tier thing. Like, that's great. I love that.
I mean, they are Ishizu monsters, so.
I know, but it's just, like, it's cool. Instead of just, like, calling them, like, oh, Earth Fairies or something. It's like with like all the old Shining Sarcophagus stuff we're getting. It's like all Yugi's monsters, and they just announced a Blue Eyes monster for that too. It's very cool.
Yeah, Blue Eyes is popping off recently.
Yeah, with all the new support and stuff, and Xyz Blue Eyes, like that's sacrilegious.
Yeah. Blue Eyes Synchro, Dark Magician's Xyz.
Yeah, Dark Magician only has fusions, right? But no, it has.
Well,
it has hand. Yeah, Eben High Magician, Eben Illusion Magician.
Yeah, because DM and Blue Eyes both have fusions.
And tangentially, Narita the Morale Leader. It's kind of there too.
I wouldn't count that.
No, but it's like I was gonna say it's
worked,
it's like you play it in it.
Yeah.
That's my jam. Like 2015 to 2020 Yu-Gi-Oh. I dig that. Yeah, I could do. I mean, the more like I just have Sheeran, so it's like, do I?
Oh, you probably get Sheeran. Oh, you could send it, but then I get Mudora or Aldo. I mean, not Mudora.
You do have Keldo, so you could just stop it. So I feel like I have to add it to hand then.
That makes sense to me. Yeah.
Better not to just waste it.
And then you get to special as well, and then mill to try and get some stuff in there.
I have not special it this turn, have I?
Yeah, normal. Yeah, but yeah, you're not special Sheeran this turn. Yeah.
I haven't special Sheeran this turn.
You have not. No, you've only
Okay.
summoned out Kick Close this turn.
Okay. Um. Yeah, because that's pretty much the only thing I can do with Kid Kalos, really, right? I can target one monster control special summon Tearlaments monster from hand or
So you can do stuff
graveyard.
with that too. You've got a couple lines here.
Yeah, because if I send. Yeah, because okay, so I could use Kikao's effect to target like Rhino Heart potentially.
Yes, you could do that and then send a Tear Element monster from deck to grave and get that effect off. But you only have Sheeran in deck?
Yep.
That's a bit rough.
Yeah, because that Keldo's annoying. Because like even if you like stop in that, I'd still have Kikaos on field at least.
Yeah. Well, Kikalos goes back to the extra at the end phase. So.
Yeah, at the end phase, but for like if it's effect. Oh, this is game 2. I am down 1.
Because if you didn't have only Sheeran in deck, what you could do is you could special Sheeran. Well, you get the mills off Sheeran anyways, but then you could use Kikalos to send Sheeran, and then bring back Rhino Heart. I have to shuffle back in Sheeran, and then you could Rhino Heart back out the Sheeran. But if you only have Sheeran in deck, then you've already used the effect of Sheeran to fusion summon that turn, so you can't do anything with that. So
Yeah, I can't special Sheeran right now, like for my hand, because I don't have a monster.
yeah, you can.
I don't have a because I need another monster for my hand. To
Oh, you do. Oh,
pitch.
okay. Yeah. You have to just normal summon Sheeran, I guess, and then use Kikalos to send it, and then uh, attempt to use that effect. But yeah, just if Sheeran's the only Tearlament in your deck, then it makes it awkward.
Yeah. Um, I'll attempt to use Kit Kaos's effect, I guess, right?
Okay. So
To target, I'll target Sheeran. Um, and then I'll attempt to revive. Yeah, I know I can summon any tier from. Oh, wait a minute. I think. Wait, okay. I think I see what you're saying. So wait. Okay, so Kit Kalos. Um,
you can also send Kikalos as well to get the effect and send 5 cards from the top of your deck to the graveyard if you want to. But I'm not sure how much you have left in deck that does stuff, you know?
yeah. Um, yeah, because I think with Kit Kalos, it's like it's gonna go anyway. So I probably
Yeah.
should target that. So I'll target Kit Kalos
Okay.
to special summon Sheeran from hand.
Yes, you can do that, yeah.
I think.
But then Sheeran won't get its effect to send from hand.
Oh fuck, that's right. Okay, so no, then I do want to
I
special summon from the graveyard then.
Yeah. So I think, I mean, what you could do here is you could go into like Time Thief Redo or a Baguska if you want to. Like, just make a rank 4.
True. Yeah, I guess I'll target Rhino Heart.
Okay, so what are you sending here?
Kit Kalos.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. You bring back Kick Close, send, or you bring back Reinhardt, send Kick Close, and then
And Kit Kalos's effect
yeah. So are you gonna do
activates.
Chain Link? Which one's Chain Link 1? Because Reinhardt and Kick Close happen at the same time.
Rhino Heart 1, Kit Kalos 2. So Kit Kalos will
Okay,
resolve first.
Yeah, and Kiklos is in grave.
Yes.
Now.
And then
So.
I will mill 5.
Yep.
It's like Maxim. It's like reverse Maxim. I'm just gonna deck out myself.
Pretty much. Oh, but you do get I believe you get a Sarnier effect.
Um,
Yeah, you get Sarnier.
Card sent to the graveyard. You can send 1 bestial monster from your deck to the graveyard, except this guy.
Yeah, so you can do that. I'm not sure if you want to do that, but you can.
Wait,
you
can
want.
send if this card's sent to the graveyard, send 1. I don't have any reason to.
Yeah.
At this moment.
And then Reinhardt effect goes
well,
off.
Yeah.
If you have a Tearlament in there.
I think I have 1 left.
Okay.
Yes.
So you get to send that, right? And it's Sheeran. Okay. Are you going to attempt to use the effect of Sheeran?
Fuck it. Let's go for it. Are you going to attempt to banish? I'm like, yeah, I got to activate it eventually.
Yeah.
I feel like.
And I'm going to
I'd rather just use it.
that Sheeran back in a deck. And what do I even shuffle back in for you? I feel like Droplet is not that bad for me to shuffle back into just to get bricks in there. So, I could shuffle back some of my own too. That's actually an interesting thought. I'm gonna shuffle back Terraforming and Perlerino as well.
Okay.
Just increasing the amount of decent draws I have.
Right.
So. Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, I want this guy in attack mode. Because if this... Yo, Xavier Wolf, what's up? YGO isn't too complicated. People just don't love it enough to learn it. I mean, there honestly, like, that is an argument. Like, if you want to, like, play the game, you know, you got to put in the time.
Yeah.
Isn't
quite lethal, but it is pretty close, so.
Yeah, I don't think there's any... Yeah.
This deals 5,500 damage to me, so. It's still pretty good, you know, not gonna lie, because it gets me down to 700.
Yeah, Rossberg got a good point. Yu-Gi-Oh fans can't read, so.
Exactly.
That's, you know, that's the catch-22.
Yeah,
attack with everything. All right, main 2. Now I think I should do something. What's in your grave?
You could go for Redoer.
I could go for Redoer.
Then you get to quick effect send Sheeran on my turn, right? Then go for a big thing. Or you could go Baguska to stop what I'm doing. So.
Well, if I send Sheeran, that doesn't get... I can use both from grave, right? Yeah. If that's in... That's true.
Yeah, so if you make Redoer here, then on my turn, you can quick effect use Redoer to send Sheeran to grave, and then fuse with it.
That sounds fun. Shuffles are probably some of the most skillful cards in the game. You have to make 3 decisions at once, similar to Painful Choice and Yada. Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's like probably a more like moderate example would be like Burning Abyss, with like all the milling like of the Burning Abyss cards and stuff. Like even like Madolche, where they constantly shuffle, you know, like the resources back.
Okay. During standby, are you doing anything?
If I make... I could basically make whatever I want, right? At this point.
But you could, yeah.
Yeah. I'll use Redoer.
Okay.
Attached to banish itself.
Yep.
And then I'll use Sheeran's effect to fuse.
Yeah, so Sheeran gets to shuffle. And what are you making?
Make Rukalos by shuffling Sheeran and Kikalos.
Yeah, that makes the most sense to me. And that'll do it for me. That's the end of the game. So I messed up the turn you had Imperm. I had Heartbeat, and I was debating pitching early to pop your back row. But what I was afraid of was I was afraid that I would hit, like maybe you'd set like a Scream or something. Or no, I guess Scream wouldn't matter. It was the one that like adds a monster. Yeah, so I was worried that you had a Sulliek. So if I pop the Sulliek, then you actually get like Havness to hand, and then you can do stuff on my turn, which I didn't want you to do. So I was like, well, you don't have a Tearlament on field, so I don't need to worry about Crime or Sulliek being activated. So I feel safe just summing out Merly, but
yeah, those
definitely
imperms were like almost like a last minute like thing.
Yeah, well, I feel like Imperm's good, but like
Heartbeat doesn't pop, it shuffles. Yo, Epslix, what's up?
Oh, you're right. Yeah, so actually I would have been able to use Heartbeat. Yeah, so actually, yeah, so I definitely should have just used Heartbeat, shuffle back the back row, and then fused with Merly and Havness because you didn't have any interrupts engraved for that. And then I could have gone Kick Close and gotten, I mean, Rhino Heart probably would have been the one to get. And I do Rhino Heart, send some stuff. So yeah, so that definitely would have been the right move. And I probably could have actually won the game from that position, but
potentially, yeah.
I mean that's the fun thing about this matchup. I feel like in the beginning we like had basically no idea how this deck works, but by the end I'm like, okay, you know,
yeah,
I see the different things going on here. I see how it works. And
honestly, yeah, I was actually having fun by that. I'm like, oh, okay, so I mean, obviously there's so much bullshit involved, but
yeah,
it's like, you know, you can sort of get a grasp of like the cards do reasonably well, right? Like, all right, this sends to graveyard, this fuses, if this, you know, this.
Yeah, and I mean the nice thing is that they all have the same secondary effect, which is if this card's sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you fusion summon a fusion monster, right? The tough part comes with keeping track of which ones you've used up, and also what ordering you want to do to like bring them to field from hand and do all that stuff. So
yeah, and I can see where people complain about that because it's just like it feels like every effect just brings the game to a halt.
Yeah, but I do think that it is a very fun style of Yu-Gi-Oh. Like it just takes a lot of learning to do it, and it shows like I mean, neither of us had touched the Tearlament deck going into this, but now coming out of it, like of course we're not perfect at the deck. We still probably will fumble through plays and do all that stuff if we ever played it in the future. But I do think that like we have a bit of a better grasp now on what we're trying to do, and over the course of a couple games, I think honestly, like you know, a couple matches, I think we'd be able to probably, you know, become pretty decent, you know, and be able to actually like play the deck functionally.
Yeah, just have a form on hand easy. I mean, honestly, like I feel like a lot of duels we have in pretty much every format, we have to look online for some sort of ruling. So like, and I think we looked up what like 2-3 tops like rulings for this. I mean, some of it was just like, you know, us being like, oh, this probably works this way, but I mean, for the most part, it was kind of like, you know, it wasn't anything too terribly complex. Like, if you know how chain links work, right, you can do it. But yeah, it is like the problem that we were finding a lot, at least me anyway, was just like looking great. Like, oh, I can actually use this effect. I can use that effect because like everything has an effect. And some of them are like very similar too, which makes it even more annoying, especially when cards like, you know, Sheeran and like Rhinoheart and whatever, like they also look very similar too and have very similar effects. The same thing with like the Ishizu cards and the Bestials and imperms and droplets and everything.
You know, ultimately, I think once you get used to it, you know, it's a difficulty curve, just like with a lot of things in life. And once you get used to it, yeah, I think it would be more doable. But I actually had some fun doing this. I know that there's a lot of reading, a lot of just struggling through stuff, but
first hour
very fun.
First hour I was definitely struggling, but like that's also because it was like mostly your turn, right? It's like when it was my turn, I'm able to like do the plays myself. Then it's like, okay, I see what's going on. I definitely do want to watch like people
The
play
actual good
these decks.
players
Yeah, yeah.
with the deck. Yeah.
Because like
No, I feel the same way.
I can see why it's a tier 0 deck. Because it
Yeah.
stops things and it can everything just works basically. Um, but it's like it's still Yu-Gi-Oh. Like it doesn't feel like non-Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
Tier
It
is
just
an allegory for real life stipulations and affects every turn.
yeah, pretty. I
And
mean this.
I tear lament every morning. Just wash my
Yeah.
face
I
with
mean
those tears.
that would probably be a good way to achieve like big brain stats. Just play a tier mirror every morning and just like
That's how you
it's
keep
like the
sharp.
yeah,
Back
it's
in
like
my
the
day, we
Chad meme
played
with
tier
the
mirrors every morning with no milk,
yeah.
and
You
I
got to
only
get on
cried
that
for 20
tier mirror
minutes.
grind set. You know.
Cheshire says, "I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I quite understand this decks. I mean, yeah, fair. I don't know how up to date in Yu-Gi-Oh like you are. Like me, my mindset is up to like 2020, like Salmon Great, Praying Kids, that kind of era. Um, so this is just 2 years later. This is 2 years ago, or even right, like almost 2 years ago exactly, because this is November 2022. Uh, and it
I
absolutely
mean,
is a confusing deck. It definitely, I will say, like we were mentioning earlier, like once you play it and like like take your time, take like an hour or two to like run through the deck, then you can kind of understand what the cards do. But it doesn't. The complexity just comes from like more of the quantity of like all the cards, I think.
yeah. I also think you compare it to Salmon Great. Salmon Great is also a very if you're just looking at it for the first time, you're like, what do I do with this? Like, what do I, how do I go into my link? Like, what do I do with
Mm-hmm.
these resources and stuff like that?
What's a
It can
reincarnation
definitely
link
be
summon?
yeah. Like, what's going on with that? Why would I want to use my own Heat Leo to make another Heat Leo? Like, that doesn't make sense.
Which, by the
Um,
way, is really weird that like that's like the only deck that kind of does that.
yeah, but I mean, it gives it flavor, and it makes it so cool. And
I mean, yeah, in
and
Zector.
Salmon Great like I mean people look at Salmon Great as like a great deck for beginners. And it's just like you got to learn it, and once you learn it, it's great. But before then, it's like, how do I sequence this together? What do I do here, right? And so it reminds me sort of a similar thing.
Yeah, I mean, we're both playing like just learning these like obscene decks, but we're able to each, pull out a victory despite misplays.
Yeah, I
I'm
feel like
sure.
if we
Like
played again,
honestly, if
the
like if you didn't even mention those like Ishizu stuff, like I probably would have never even noticed. Like, oh, they actually like they do things.
yeah, and they're very important. Game one, I couldn't get any Ishizus in grave. I was like, oh no. I was like, I need to do things to stop their combos. But
Yeah,
I
like
think the Ishizu stuff is definitely necessary to
oh yeah, all the milling and
prevent
all
these
the
decks from getting out
shuffling.
of hand. Yeah.
Yeah, like you're saying, like Inzectors. I mean, but that's also a thing people could say throughout the history, right? About those like really annoying decks people hate playing against, like Inzectors, Dino Rabbit, um, Reasoning Gate.
Yeah. But it's all in good fun at the end of the day. And uh yeah, no, I enjoyed this. I mean, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Is Yu-Gi-Oh! Right? No matter what form it takes, I think there's always something to love if you liked one era of the game, even if another era isn't your cup of tea.
Hmm.
It's always good to try it out and see
Yeah,
how it feels.
I mean it's good that Konami like hit the deck sooner than later, even if it's just like the Ishizu cards, because the deck wasn't like Tearlaments, as far as I'm aware, isn't like at the same level as like Burning Abyss or Hero or Cyber Dragon, right? The decks that just stick around for like forever, or even like Sky Strikers decks that just like no matter what Konami does, it refuses to budge.
Yeah, although you'll still find people playing Tearlaments, I think, even with the
Yeah,
hits.
yeah, but like it's not like you know such a huge problematic problem where they hit a few cards and it's still like as if nothing happened. Like, I feel like
Yeah,
there is a difference between like pre Ishizu Tearlaments, and post Ishizu Tearlaments.
yeah. Although now with Beatrice hit, who knows how BA is going to do from here on out.
Yeah, that's wild, Beatrice.
Yeah. I mean, it's necessary, but like, yeah, definitely hurts BA a lot there. But
Yeah,
I'm
and
sure the BA heads will try and make it work.
didn't we just get like a reprint of Beatrice too?
I don't know, but
Or
yeah, there she
I
is.
might be thinking of Dante because I know Dante got like a secret rare print and I think it was like the rarity collection,
Yeah.
which I did pick up because that's
But
pretty cool. And I'm also excited because I'm also right about to get to Burning Abyss for my history
Arc
series.
V era.
Yeah,
Arc
won't,
V. I mean, there's so much cool stuff in Arc V.
I'm
It
very
might
excited.
actually be. It might be, and this is going to be very controversial, given what I cover on my channel. But Arc V might be my favorite era of the game, um, just in terms of the archetypes that were coming out and all that stuff, and how they were bringing back old summoning mechanics. It's just like, oh, so cool.
I mean, I'm very excited because that is like important period for me, and this also comes from someone who just finished the Zexal and really liked the Zexal era. Arc V pre Pepe, yeah, Pepe. That's basically the
Listen,
Ishizu Tearlaments of that era.
listen. As someone who likes playing Airblade format, I'm looking forward to Pepe. I think Pepe is
as
like Pepe is a problem to play competitively, but I think just for fun, it's just like
as a sadist like
it's
yourself.
I mean, yeah. Listen, I'm a sadist and a masochist at the same time. I'll pop off and then let my opponent pop off, and it's like, you know, I don't know. I have a good time doing it. So, um, yeah,
I'm a Yugist,
a
Yugist,
Yugist.
a Yugist. Bless you.
No, anytime you play Yu-Gi-Oh, that's good for me, right? No matter what form it is, maybe not stall mill mirror match in Yugi Kaiba, but outside of that, like,
Yeah, the first format. Yeah, Arc V was great. We had fusion summoning, ritual summoning, and Xyz summoning meta at the same time. And pendulums. Just Yang
yeah,
Zing as a synchro deck failed completely. Eventually, I mean, some of
yeah.
the Yang Zing stuff like would kind of stick around. Like you got Yazi, which is considered
Also,
a pretty good.
Metal Foes Yang Zing was a deck for a while, but not sure how good it is, but it definitely is a deck that people played around with.
Say Yugi-Gooner? Excuse me?
I'm not a
Yu-
Yugi
a
Gooner. I'm a Yugi Boomer.
Yugi-Gooner. Gooner.
Yeah,
I
I don't want to be a Yugi Gooner. I'm sure they exist,
it's
but
the Goon Squad.
yeah.
Terrible, terrible. We do gotta pick a something for next week potentially.
Yeah, any
And
ideas in chat?
I know I pitched a couple weeks ago, or I don't know when it was. Times to blur. Potentially though, LOB could be fun.
I'd be down for some LOB. LOB might go too quick, but we can just play. We can jam a bunch
Potentially.
of games in it.
I mean,
But
we only had time for 2 games, not even like a full match, really.
yeah, well, it's interesting because it'll be a nice counterpoint to this because LOB, whereas this format is very very complicated, LOB is very very simple,
The least
and
complexity.
it's interesting because the two formats are very very different in terms of reception because LOB people do play it, but I think people look more fondly on tier mirrors than LOB format just because of the way the games shake out a lot of the time. But we'll get into that next week.
Dark Hole Punish.
Yeah, well, it's just like every turn, Dark Hole, Raigeki, what have you. Um, but
Swords
yeah,
Punish. Oh my god, I'm having Dark Duel Stories flashbacks already to Swords Revealing Light. This is too soon.
yeah. Well, the nice thing about LOB is that it's before Stall Mill becomes a thing, so at least you don't have to face down against against Stall Mill decks like you do in the format that's Yugi Kaiba and also the format right before Yugi Kaiba before the ban list went or the limited list went into effect. So
That's true.
um,
We could also always do
yeah.
like OCG stuff like at times too. That could
We
be
could.
fun.
I'd be down to try it. I've never done any OCG formats really in the past, but I'd be down to try it. And maybe we could do a podcast, the difference between the TCG and the OCG. Um, that could be fun.
That could be interesting. Maybe doing like a goat TCG and then a goat OCG duel.
Ooh, that would be cool.
That could be
Yeah, it's kind of
cool.
like the Master Duel event for Goat.
Yeah. Swords Reveal Light is Baguska at home.
I mean, it kind of is
Kind
at that time
of.
period.
Yeah, we'll toy around with ideas. We'll see how busy I'm going to be very busy this following weekend, but I'm sure we can pick out something for
Yeah.
next week's. I also remind for everyone, no Janjo live tomorrow, but we will be continuing Forbidden Memories. That was not a one-time stream, as I first considered it to be. So, yay! So that should be back next week. Space oh my god, I got a video on Well, I'm gonna be posting a video on Patreon soon, probably for next month's video, but probably not be a video next 2 weeks because scheduling was wonky. There's a lot of Sundays this month, 5 Sundays. It's a lot. So we'll see. We'll see. That's all I got. Got anything else?
No, not that I can think of. I mean, I had more fun than I expected here, and so I encourage people to try it out, even if they're a bit intimidated by the complexity of it.
All right. Perfect. Okay, well, that's going to be it for this stream. Until I see you all next time, have a wonderful day.